"Hello?" I called. My voice bounced off the walls. I could hear a horn honk in the street behind me. Ugh, I had been right. It was a waste of time. This was not nearly a busy enough town to warrant an appointment. I looked around for a sign-in book of some sort, wondering if I could somehow leave a message where the stylist could call me to set up an appointment when she was in. A chill swept through the room, and I looked around. It turned out I was not alone in the room as I had thought. In the corner, seated beneath one of the beehive hair dryers, sat another woman. Her back was to me, and I could see why she wouldn't have heard me come in. "Pardon me?" I said, taking a step toward her. "Is the stylist here?" The woman didn't answer. It shouldn't have been impossible to hear me since the dryer was no longer running, but I had spent enough time with my head inside of one of those to know that it was difficult to hear much of anything. "Excuse me," I said, stepping around the outside of the row of dryers. "Have you seen—" My knees buckled, and I had to take hold of the chair beside me to prevent myself from falling to the ground. The woman I was trying to speak with wouldn't have been able to answer me, since there was a deep red stain on the front of her green salon smock. Her head, still in curlers, rested motionlessly against the clear side of the beehive dryer. For a moment, my blood pounded in my ears, and I wanted to turn and run away in a panic. But I quickly caught control of my emotions and took a hesitant step toward the woman, revulsion and curiosity mingling inside me. If I delayed and she was alive, her life could be ticking away, moment by moment, and she could perish. It was jarring, there was no doubt about it. But if I just stood there and did nothing— A door along the wall swung open, and a woman about a head taller than me strode out, striking the ends of her fingernails with a nail file. "All right, honey. You're about done by now, aren't you?" She looked up and caught sight of me standing in front of the woman, and then her eyes fell upon her. She let out a blood-chilling scream. "All right, let's stay calm. We need to call the police," I said, throwing my hands up as if she might charge at me. "Where's your telephone?" The stylist didn't appear to have heard me. Her bulging eyes were glued to the bloodied woman in the seat. Her freshly shorn fingernails clawed at her cheeks as she tried to become one with the wall behind her, and her chest rose and fell so quickly I worried she might pass out from sheer fear. I looked around wildly, hoping to find a telephone. Just before I was about to go and shake the stylist out of her panic, I spotted a phone partially buried beneath an overturned magazine. I hurried to it, snatching the receiver from its holder. I heard the dull tone and quickly dialed the operator. "Operate. Cobbsville Police," I interrupted. "Now! It's an emergency."